Aires was the venue for the first of two friendlies to be played in 4 days between bitter rivals Argentina and Brazil. Argentina's favourite son Diego Maradona was on hand to cheer his countrymen to victory, and the early signs looked promising. Juan Sebastian Veron going close. Lazio's new signing went one better in the 30th minute, his low shot wrong-footing Brazil keeper Dida. The home side's confidence was growing. Juan Sorin's run and cross from the left, and Parma striker Hernan Crespo should have done better from just 6 yards. After the break, man of the match Veron was again creating havoc. Captain Roberto Ayala nearly doubling Argentina's lead, heading just over the bar. But the second wasn't long in coming. In the 58th minute, Sorin was involved down the left once more, and this time Crespo unmarked, finding the back of the net for 2-0. Inter Milan's Ronaldo did his best for the visitors, but the woodwork denied him on this occasion. Crespo had the final chance to extend the winning margin, but his header was directed straight at Dida. Defeat for the Copa America champions, the two sides now travel to Porto Alegre in Brazil for the return clash on Wednesday.
Well, no surprise really that both sides have kept the same starting 11s on the match 4 days ago when Argentina came out on top. But it's a different game today. 49,000 fans at the Estadio Olímpico at Porto Alegre. Brazil come forward, little back heel from Ronaldo. Well cut out by Zanetti. Well, such great tradition between these two nations. The Clásico of South American international football. A great surging run coming in here. Offside. The flag went up instantly as Ronaldo put the ball in the back of the net. Well, it's just terrific to see Ronaldo back in action. It's a very fine line, that one. Ronaldo just a shade offside. The flag was up straight away. But a surging run in from the right-hand side from the new Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, the 19-year-old striker who played in the World Youth Cup in Nigeria in '99. That was our first real look at him. And very quickly he's moving up the Brazilian international ladder. As Argentina forward. Ariel Ortega. So difficult to mark. And that shot was well wide. Well, the ball was kicked away well after the whistle had gone. Nothing was said to Fernando Redondo as Ronaldo gets away from two. That's a marvellous turn from Ronaldo, going through the centre. And it was a shot that very much needed saving by Roberto Bonanno in goal for Argentina. But if you just are wondering whether Ronaldo is back to his best, that should allay any doubts. Corner to Brazil. Roberto Carlos to take it. Ronaldo. Redondo with him. Ronaldinho working his way into the penalty area. Zanetti being harried by his opposite number, Vampeta. Well, the number 9 for Argentina today is Hernan Crespo. Gabriel Batistuta not involved in this two-match series because of injury. So far, Argentina haven't missed him. Oh, look at that, right into the hoardings. Well, the number 22 for Argentina is Christian Gonzalez. Well, the ball was not going to be reached by either player. Gonzalez just shouldered the Brazilian centre-back there, right into the hoardings. That's the Grêmio player, Scheidt. Roberto Carlos, as ever, willing to attack down the left-hand side. Ortega going with him all the way. He couldn't stay with him, though. Well, ever since France '98, Roberto Bonanno has been the #1 choice of goalkeepers for the Argentine national team. Argentine bench, Simeone, on the right-hand side of the screen there. As well as Gallardo and Chiletto. Emerson forward. Ronaldo onside. Vivas sold up the river by Ronaldo. There he goes. Brilliant play from Ronaldo. Across! Well, stunning football by Ronaldo. And it was Rivaldo who was at the point of the move as the little chip was played in by Ronaldinho. Rivaldo got in front of the defender, but just couldn't generate any power on the header. Well, this is the 77th meeting between the Latin American giants. Argentina have won 29, Brazil 25. 22 were draws. Down the line. Again, Roberto Carlos this time in front. Well, the defence was closing in so quickly, he really had no choice but to just lash it at goal. He's 26 years of age now, Roberto Carlos. This is his 71st international game. Cafu, forward from the back, on the gallop. Well, he got there superbly. He's a terrific athlete. That's a foul. Well, it's a pulsating beginning to this great match. Adalberto down for Brazil. As Cafu went fully 60 metres with the ball there. Chance here for Brazil. Loose one, surely something. A goal. And it's Rivaldo. Finally, Brazil has something to show for their attacks, but it's been disallowed. The second disallowed goal of the half to the Brazilians. And you can imagine the crowd don't like that much. Take a look here, and we can see certainly there, and the flag did not go up. The shot came in, and that's where Rivaldo was offside. Boy, it's a fine line. He must have been just further forward than the Argentine goalkeeper, Bonanno, because the last player was on the goal line. Well, Christian Gonzalez again in trouble with the Brazilian defenders. Cafu just waving him away arrogantly. I suspect it's an Argentinian free kick. Well, Gonzalez, who's a former Boca player, plays in Spain these days. Must been in Europe for 3 years now. Nice play there from Emerson as Roberto Carlos runs out of space. He's just fouled there by Zanetti. Now he finds a bit more room to operate. Just overhitting the cross somewhat, but Cafu was anticipating that. Rivaldo to that favoured left foot, still going, he's fouled. And it's another foul by Christian Gonzalez. He's saying he didn't touch Rivaldo there. Brazil, the current holders of the Copa America, which is the South American Championship, so they are the current kings of South American football, but the victory the other day will have Argentinian fans thinking differently. No scores so far here this afternoon. Rivaldo over the ball, curls it, oh, hits the post. Well, a super free kick there by Rivaldo. In fact, the goalkeeper did get a hand on the ball, so that's credit to him because he had to cover an awful lot of ground, and in fact that is quite a stunning save by Bonanno. Well, it's been all Brazil. And he's missed that one. And that was Scheidt coming in the back post there that just tried to get something on the ball. Curling viciously away from him. The curl on the ball also causing Bonanno to come out and not get there. Another foul on Cafu. Well, these two sides first met back in 1914. Argentina won the first ever encounter, 3-0. Beginning of a long line of truly outstanding classical football matches over the years. Nice touch inside. The shot comes in just past the post. Well, the Argentinian goal is really being peppered by this Brazilian attack. In particular, it's Rivaldo who's leading the charge. Sharp turn. Veron picks up the ball, but he'll have to come back because Ronaldinho was fouled. Well, he scored on his international debut, Ronaldinho, when Brazil played Venezuela in the Copa America. Van Petter beautifully comes inside. Goes past another. Crowd really enjoying this. Well, since the 1998 World Cup, coach Daniel Passarella has moved on. He's been replaced by Marcelo Bielsa. He is proving to be as unpopular with the fans as Daniel Passarella was in the early days. For Argentina, a quarter-final place in France 98 is not really good enough, so Passarella succumbed to the pressure. Scheidt plays it forward. Little back heel is a good one, another dummy. Incredible save by Bonanno. Oh, another one. Well, what do Brazil have to do to score? Well, it was vintage Brazilian football here. The dummy from Ronaldo for Rivaldo. Bonanno anticipated well. The second one was equally as hard, and he just touched it over the bar. Well, the star of the show so far is that man there, Roberto Bonanno. One of the few Argentine players to be still playing at home for River Plate. Most of the others are in Europe. Only Sodin and Samuel, the midfielder, are playing in Argentina. Crespo, very much a Lone Ranger role for him in attack for Argentina today. That's a nice play. Brazil forward again. Ronaldinho. Ball fell very nicely and played forward around the goalkeeper. And this time there is no mistake for Rivaldo. Such an intricate move involving so many players. Well, it was a long time coming, but it was certainly worth the wait because that was a classical Brazilian goal. Ronaldinho just lost his way for a moment there, but it was just helped on forward by Zé Roberto. Rivaldo had so little room to move, players all around him, but just look at that. One touch, two touches, and it's in the back of the net. Van Petter it was who played the ball forward. Rivaldo it was who finished it off. Well, it is a totally different Brazilian team than we saw the other day when they were beaten 2-0 by the Argentinians. Emerson. Not to be confused with the Emerson that used to play for Middlesbrough in England. Roberto Carlos. Back post, good ball, good goal. Rivaldo again, very much at the right place at the right time. Well, he came close on so many previous occasions. Perhaps it's no surprise that when he does grab a couple, they come in very quick succession. He moved naturally to the far post. Roberto Carlos anticipated that. And a simple goal in the end, really, because of the work done off the ball by Rivaldo. And that's Brazil 2, Argentina 0. Ortega on the ball now. He's barely had a touch in this first half so far. Clattered into that time by Zé Roberto. about sums up the first half for Argentina. That pass by Walter Samuel. Zanetti leading the charge. Crespo back to Zanetti. Rivaldo, he's right on top of his game today. And Brazil have plenty of players forward. Ronaldo has run through the middle. Still Ronaldo, good save. Oh, it was in from Rivaldo again. It would have been the hat-trick. Or was it Ronaldinho? Well, that was the ball to Ronaldo. The shot was saved. No flag had gone up at this stage. There was just a little bit of pushing there, I think, that the referee saw before Ronaldinho put it in the back of the net. A chance now for Argentina to do something with that foul by Vampeta on Gonzalez. They have had very few moments in attack in this first half. Little ball over the top, it's a goal! Roberto Ayala forward from the back. The Argentinian captain gets his side back in the game. The first real meaningful attack for Argentina here. Well, Ayala was just loitering at the back post there. He got right behind Roberto Carlos, who was very much just watching the ball. Crespo missed it. Ayala kept his eye on the ball. And it was a very, very good header to keep the ball under the crossbar from that range. Well, the goal coming just in the nick of time for Argentina, moments before the break, but it's very much Brazil's half here at Porto Alegre. 2 Rivaldo goals, really, when he could have had several more, with Roberto Ayala keeping Argentina in touch with the Brazilians at half-time. Well, the news for Argentina is that Gallardo is on for Gonzalez at half-time. Marcelo Bielsa making just the one change, no changes for Brazil, not surprisingly. But he's an interesting character, the Argentinian coach, Marcelo Bielsa. He's renowned for his very innovative tactics. He once played with 5 strikers when he was coaching Vélez Sarsfield, just to catch the opposition out. He really changes things around quite a bit. So you just don't know what quite to expect from him. Roberto Carlos, back heels everywhere from the Brazilians. Rivaldo whips it in. Pressure on Ortega. He gets no room at all to manoeuvre, Ariel Ortega. They're watching him very closely, and he's just struggling a little bit to get into the game. Ronaldo wriggling between 2, still going. Well, the only thing really missing from Ronaldo's rehabilitation is the ball going in the back of the net. He finished the season in Italy some weeks before the rest of the team just because of that nagging knee injury. Just wouldn't go away. Started his comeback really for the Brazilian national team in the Copa America, as Diego Simeone surprisingly left out this afternoon. It's a taste of the action coming on for Redondo. Antonio Carlos touched off. Brazil forward again. Ronaldo running at the ball. Ronaldo really attacking the heart of the Argentinian defence, as Simeone just collected him with that ankle tap. Rivaldo is on a hat-trick. It's certainly a natural free kick for a left footer to take. We shall see what he comes up with. Roberto Carlos normally would be the man in this scenario, I'm sure. Ronaldinho over the ball as well. 2 Brazilians in the wall. 5 Argentinians, as Bonano just checks the right-hand side of his goal. Now, Rivaldo takes it, curls it! So close to the 3rd for Brazil. Well, there was no disguises with that free kick. It was just sheer power, curling it to the far post. Bonano, well, it was questionable whether he would have got there in time. He was 1.5 meters away from the post, but perhaps we'll just accept that he judged it perfectly and knew it was missing. Well, there's more at stake than just the result here this afternoon. Prestige and pride of a nation especially is really what these teams are playing for. Very much a new look Brazilian side, as Ortega teases, tantalizes, pushed off the ball. No foul. As Vampeta skips inside. Ronaldo, Vampeta again. Free down the left-hand side. This is a very good move by Brazil. Zeriberto all the way. But Bonano got there with a brilliant cut out by him. Well, it was textbook Brazilian football there. Switching from defence to attack in the twinkling of an eye. Robbed in midfield by the tough tackling Emerson. Cafu. Zeriberto. Perhaps just a slight shift in emphasis with this Brazilian side. They have 4 players based in Brazil in their starting 11. In days gone by, they'd have 11 players from Europe. But the Brazilian coach, Vanderlei Luxemburgo, happy to select Brazilian-based players, provided they can do the job, and so far we're seeing that they can. Dida, Scheidt, Ronaldinho and Vampeta, all based in Brazil. Argentina forward, bit of work to do for Dida in goal. He's had a pretty quiet time of it, really. No surprise that the attacking thrust for Argentina came from Zanetti in midfield. Brazil now ready to make a change. Looks like Elber is the player to come on. And certainly the crowd are unhappy with the substitution, and probably because it's the new pin-up boy of Brazilian football, Ronaldinho, who's making way for Elber. The Bayern Munich striker. Antonio Carlos is having a little bit to say as he puts that ball out. Oh, well intercepted. Shite again. The long ball is a good one as well for Ronaldo. Still Ronaldo, loose ball, hat-trick. Thanks for coming, Rivaldo's done it. A simple goal for him. Well, it really was meant to be. His second was a simple far post header. The defence tormented by Ronaldo, and it just fell perfectly for him. A simple side foot was all that was required. Ronaldo was blocked. Here came Rivaldo, and that's 3-1 to the Brazilians. Well, he couldn't believe it, really. Just fell right in his path. Well, he's having an incredibly successful time. His club team, Barcelona, won the Spanish double last season. There's also been some talk of Manchester United pursuing him. Inside. Helping it on was Marcos and Conceição. Look at this, Ronaldo. The whistle's gone and it won't count. Well, make up your own mind there. It wasn't Ronaldo who was offside, it was the two other Brazilians. Technically though, Ronaldo was in an onside position and the goal should have stood. Hernan Crespo about to make way for Claudio Lopez. Well, you've got to feel sorry for Crespo tonight. He's had precious little service, precious little opportunity in front of goal. That lone role as a striker is one of the hardest to play in football. Ortega with the cross. Look at this. Well, extraordinary defending there by Brazil. Just let the ball go, running right through to the substitute Lopez. What's the referee given here? Well, Lopez took the shot, and it's an indirect free kick for dangerous play against Cafu. That challenge of his was just a little bit high. There. So, every Brazilian player behind the ball, almost on the goal line. In fact, that's what the referee would like. I just wonder whether Dida can actually see the ball, especially with the number 2 for Argentina, Ayala, bouncing in front of him. Played right across and over the bar. Well, a strange tactic, really. The final shot from Simeone was taken just outside the edge of the area, I think. So it was a lot further away than the original free kick. Brazil 3, Argentina 1. Brazilian fans convinced that they will get revenge now for that defeat 4 days ago. Nice ball in, easy for Dida though. He's a giant of a man. First came to prominence to Australian audiences back in 1993 when he played in Australia for the Brazilian World Youth Team. He took out the World Cup for youth team players at that competition. Gallardo. Ortega played it across, right into the path of Rivaldo, of all people, surging forward. Ronaldo behind the defence, takes the shot. Oh, great goal. This time there's no mistake, there's no offsides, and there's no doubts that Ronaldo is back to his best. Well, Rivaldo is having an inspired game. He scored 3, he's now laid on the 4th. Ronaldo still had plenty to do, but he just tucked his head down and powered it over the top of Roberto Bonanno. Just overwhelmed the goalkeeper, really, as Ayala was chasing back hard. (4-1) to Brazil. Is there more to come now? Juninho down the line, around the goalkeeper. Bonanno kept his eye right on the ball. Just tried to clip it over the top of him. Juninho, the substitute, is on for Zeriberto, but not the Juninho that we're probably more familiar with, the former Middlesbrough and now with Atletico Madrid player. This Juninho plays for Vasco da Gama in the Brazilian league. Ortega. It's a nice pass out wide. Argentina hopeful of getting something from the game as Ortega pulls it back. Well, Dida really wasn't stretched too far for that one. Antonio Carlos, who's in his 2nd season in Italy with Roma, doing the defensive job right to the end. Free kick taken quickly, it's allowed, it's nodded back. Player coming running in, Dida again. Pretty comfortable with the save. The long ball is very good. But Bonanno was right on the edge of his area. Now, Ortega. Lost it, still goes past his man. Still Ortega. Oh, super goal. Deserved it for sheer persistence. Ariel Ortega. Well, the Brazilian defenders just a fraction casual because Ortega appeared to have lost the ball at least a couple of times here. He squeezed through his man there and just placed the shot home. Brilliant skill from one of the great ball players in the world. He got past both Scheidt and Emerson and did the rest. Well, somewhat of a consolation for Argentina, not much of one, as we're in the final stages of the game now. There is the final whistle, and Brazil take pride in the fact that they have avenged the defeat from 4 days ago, largely thanks to Rivaldo, who grabbed a hat-trick for the Brazilians. But there really was so much more to this Brazilian performance than just Rivaldo's unique match. Ronaldo showed that he truly is a world-class player again, but so much of the build-up was quite superb at times. Brazil putting on their best performance since France '98. An outstanding match by them in front of 50,000 fans. Brazil 4, Argentina